Good day, so today we're going my project, which is the title User Managers. So first, we must import our Javax. So first, we have the package, and the name of package is User Managers, and import Javax Swing, Java Out, and Java SQL. So next, we have the public class, or we have the class of user managers extends JFrame. And class user managers, we have the private JText field, which has the ID field, name field, and email field. Also, we have the private G button, insert button, update button, delete button, and load button. And lastly, we have the connection con. Why does the connection con are private? It's because declaring the connection con field as private in the class is a common object-oriented programming that ensures encapsulation. Using private because it hides the internal implementation details. So next we have the public user managers. So we call our user managers here and user managers here. So in user managers, we have the init UI and connect-db. We're going to make a private class of init UI. So here private void, we have the init UI, which we have this set title, user manager, set layout or grid layout is 6255, which is the column, rows, and vertical, and what do you call? Also, we have this add new JLabel, user ID field, new JText field, add field. We have the new JLabel, which is the name, and the email, JText field for the text area. So next is have the insert button. We call the insert button here. So we have the insert, update, delete, and load button. Next we have the add. We're going to add the insert button. The button we're going to add next is we're going to action listeners. We have the action listener for the button because action listener is used in Java to handle events like button clicks or menu selections. So this is the uses of action listener. Next is we have the size, set size, or the frame size, which is the 400 and 300, set default close operation, set location relative to null, then set visible. For now, we have the private void connect-db. So kanina we have the connect-db, and now we're going to call the connect-db, the private void connect-db. In connect-db, we had a class for name, call MySQL driver. So call MySQL driver came from services, databases, and you might right click new connection, then here MySQL connector, add, then MySQL connector, open. Then after that, if you have the file, you might go for your file and find your file here. connect, like for example my code here, right click, then properties, then copy the call MySQL driver. Then if you're done copying, you might paste it here. So next we're going to con. It's only con because we have the private connection, so we're going to call the con and put it here, and driver manager dot get connection. Then inside the connection con, we have this con. Then came from here, right click again, then properties, then database URL. We're going to copy paste from here. Then if you're done copy, you might put it here, the location, ayoko na. Then your username and then the password. Then next is JOption pane show message dialog. This connected to database. If your code are correctly, it might say connected to database. So next is catch, headless exception, class not found exception, SQL exception, the type of exception. So A, print stack trace, JOption pane show message this failed to connect to DB. So if failed to connect, it might say failed to connect DB. So next we have the private void insert user. So in insert user class, we have the prepared statement. Our prepared statement is the variable. This is the variable of our prepared statement. Then con, we call the con, then that prepare statement. Insert into our table name. My table name is HackDog. Then the inside of table, the columns, the names of it. My name is name and email, then values of how many values you have in your table. Like example, my table has 2 name and email, so 2 question mark. Right here we had a statement we call our variable statement. Then dot set string number 1 name field from our name field. Here we call our jtext field name field, and dot get text, then statement that set string to email field get text. Int rows statement execute update. If rows are greater than 0, JOption pane dot show message dialog this user inserted. Else JOption show message dialog this insert failed. We have the catch SQL exception, JOption error inserting user. So next we have here the update users. So in our code we have the insert, update, delete, and load. Now we're going to update user. In update user we have the int id integer parsed, int id field get text. Try prepared statement. So again we have the variable statement. Con that prepared statement update HackDog set name equals question mark email where id. So if you're familiar with SQL, you can code this update HackDog. Also it's available for the class or the apps with school. Then next is statement, again that the name of the jtext field. Then statement set int 3id. Int rows execute update user updated user not found or field. Catch number format, then invalid user ID. So it's going to say error if the code you're going to do is not functioning. So next is we have the delete user. So after the update, we have the delete. So inside the delete, we have the integer ID field, get text, prepared statement, delete hotdog. So here, so again, we have that kind of code. Next is the load user, the last load user. Inside, we have that code. So next we have the catch, J option, invalid user, SQL. In our main class, we had the swing utilities, invoke later, user manager. In our main class, we had the swing utilities, invoke later, user manager. So instead that we're inputting new users manager, we put this swing utilities. Swing utilities in Java is used to schedule a task to run on the event dispatch thread or EDT. The thread responsible for handling all GUI related updates in Swing. So we have the update code, so this is the use of swing utilities invoke later. So here, so you can see, as I said earlier, if our code are succeeded, it will say the connected to database. Then we must input our ID, name, then insert. So user inserted. So next we're going to put another one. So to car view. So insert, user inserted again. So if we're going to update, user update. Then if we're going to delete, user deleted. Then if load, user not found because we deleted it. So back.